the big topic of conversation with the Knicks right now is the coaching search. And, everybody, including us, has reported that Tom Thibodeau was the front runner going into this thing. You played for Thibs in Chicago. You played for, a bunch of coaches throughout your high school, college, NBA career. How would you describe Tom Thibodeau as a coach?
One of the best, man. Honestly, he's the student of the game, and he's a teacher. He's both. He's like Yoda. He knows his stuff, man. He really gets after it. Watches a lot of film, and he preaches defense first. And if you play defense, you get offense. That's the reward. I learned a lot, from Coach Tom Thibodeau over the years. When I was in Boston with him for a year, and then when I was with Chicago for a year. So, if anybody that can change the Knicks, it's probably him.
Now, a lot of people talk about the way he has his players prepared for games night in and night out. Was that part of your experience with him, just the way you were prepared? Did you have that experience with him, I should say? And if you're to compare that to other coaches, was his preparation level high?
High. He made sure that everybody on the team knew every play, offense, defense, every position, other teams' tendencies. Like, he really helps you become a great student of the game yourself. If you're not watching as much film as him and you're not prepared, he'll let you know about it. And that's one thing I respect and I loved about, what Coach Tom Thibodeau brought to what he brought to the table. It's like, you got to bring your weight. Whatever you do well, you do that. And then you have to, know every position. You got to know every spot. You got to know the plays for the other players, the plays from the other team, what they run and their sets that they like to run, the tendencies the guys like to do, going right, going left. Like, he expects you to know those things.
You said that if there's someone to come in and turn around the Knicks, it's him. You know that this franchise has struggled for the most part for the last 20 years or so. What about Thibs makes you believe that he is the guy who can turn this thing around?
Because he's that gritty, that heart and soul of what New York fans love about basketball. He has that DNA in him. He brings that that toughness and that tenacity in coaching. He brings that, to each and every night he's going to step on the floor and coach. He's going to give it his all, and that's all the Knicks fans want. That's all they want, and then he's going to go get those type of players. And I think that's what they need. That's how they need to change it from the inside out. Is get guys like, Coach Thibodeau to come in, revamp the whole organization, from the heart and start from there. And I think that if they do that, they'll be all right.
There's some kind of reputation that has followed Tom, I guess, maybe after the Minnesota days, that he doesn't maybe connect well with some younger players. You've been in so many locker rooms. Is there a kind of player that might struggle under Thibodeau with the way he coaches?
The only way you struggle under Tom Thibodeau if you just don't want to listen and follow his guidelines. I'm kind of a wild card, and I fit in just right. So if I can fit in, anybody can fit in. And it's just, if you can't fit in with him and just go hoop and do what he's asked, like, if you just don't like basketball, you just don't know how to adjust. And you have to check yourself. You have to look in the mirror and check yourself, because he's going to be prepared. He's going to do everything to make sure his team and his players are successful. So if you don't just follow and do what you're supposed to do, then that's on you. I don't think it's on anybody else but yourself. You have to look yourself in the mirror and be like, all right, what am I doing wrong? Because, coach is going to give us everything we need to go out to execute.
So, Nate, you're going to get back on the court in Las Vegas for the 5 tournament here this summer. What made you want to get involved with this?
I just love hoop, man. I love to play basketball, something I actually cherish and really enjoy doing. Me and my buddies, we get the opportunity to go against each other and compete at a high level and talk a little trash, And it's always fun to be able to compete against other guys that love the game just like you.